So this time I'm going to teach you a Chase and Becker lick, and this time it's from Cacophony from Concerto, which is one of my favorite instrumental pieces. So I'd say let's start with a lesson, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's start with a lesson. Basically this lick is made of two parts. You have the sweeping and you have the alternate picked section. Let's begin with it. First we're gonna have this sweep that goes like this. Sweep shape, so you're gonna have 11, 10, 9. And you go the whole thing back again. So it goes like. By the way, here you're gonna have to make a hammer on. But I think you know that. Now you're gonna go back upwards again, all in the same shape. So it's again, it's the same thing, like 11, 10, 9. So that's the whole lick. Pretty simple, right? So you're gonna have to play like this. Section 2 basically looks like this. You do like this, 9, 10, 9. But keep in mind you're ending up on 9 from section 1. Then on the second string you have 12, 10, 12. And you go back to here on 9. So it looks like this. Then you go back on the second one and do 12, 9, no sorry, 12, 10, 9. Then you go on the first again and do 12, 10, 9, and the second here, 12, 10, 9. And go here. So it looks like this. So it looks like. Well, that's it basically. So that was section 2. Now we have section 3, which is pretty much the same than section 2, but it has a different ending. So you go the same like here. And then you go over here. So you're gonna play 14, 12, 10, and the second 14, 12, 10, and 11. That's section 3. Now we have section 4, which is the ending of the lick, and it's a downward harmonic minor pattern. Goes like on the first string 13, 9, 10, 13, 10, 9. So it's pretty basic, pretty simple. So you go up and down. And the same thing around the second, just on 12, 9, 10, 12, 10, 9. And on the third string you have 13, 10, 11, 13, 11, 10. Last note here on the 4th, which is 11th fret. So that was section 4. I played again for you very slowly. that's it. Now play all together with distortion slowly. So that's Concerto from Cacophony, which is, by the way, an amazing band. I've already mentioned that, I know. So now let's talk a bit about tips. So now, before we're gonna end this lesson, some useful tips for you to practice. First, memorize some key points. And the thing, what it makes this lick difficult is your key point is an upstroke, not a downstroke like most of the time, which is obviously more easy. So when you play the sweep, you're gonna do like, you know, here you have this upstroke, and this upstroke kinda starts the alternate pick section, you know. So what I did was I played the sweep, and when you end the sweep, you will end on a down motion like this. It goes downwards. And now you're gonna have to do an upstroke. So what you're gonna have to do is you really have to remember the part where you're gonna pick down on the sweep motion. You come from here and then do the upstroke. That's the part where it's very important to remember, you know. Then so forth. Yeah, a lot of people ask me I should show them my pedal board and equipment and what I use for a certain kind of lesson. So I just decided to make a very short inside of my pedal board and my amp, that people know what settings I use for this tone, Jason Becker, whatever, you know. Last time some guy called me and asked me, dude, you should show your pedal board and your settings so that we can, when we learn this, as well know what what settings you're using. So yeah, let's have a quiet look at this. Yes, here we go. Well, on the amp, it's a JCM 2000, I think you already know that. Here we have basically gain to 4 and not a lot of reverb, just a tiny bit, and the equalizing, which is quite important, presence at 5, treble very very low, and the middle to 5, and bass low at 2. The reason I want to have this quite flat, dry but still wet sound. So Jason, I think Jason has a very special sound, and he doesn't have that much of basses, I think, and he also has a warm sound, sweet but it's at the same time aggressive. So try to experiment around, but I would not do treble too much, and bass as well. Alright, here we go with the pedal board. Well, what do we have here? We have noise suppressor, which doesn't do much justice to sound. Well, this noise suppressor goes straight into my delay, I think. And then, I'm not sure at all. Well, and then we have the Buddha Sandman overdrive, which is a great overdrive boost, by the way. It's an overdrive and boost at the same time, but boost is not activated. It's just overdrive, and we have it to fat, you know, which is a little bit more a warm tone. Vintage would be a little bit more aggressive, but we have to fat, and level to probably 4, yes, and gain to 4 as well. So remember, keep gain low and don't do too much of overdrive. So just enough for you to play that difficult stuff. That's it. That's another overdrive, and here's the crybaby, and that's just a foot switch, and that's a power plant. So it's just basically that overdrive pedal and the gain from the amp that makes my tone, and of course my really, really beloved treble guitar, which is, I love this guitar, man. This guitar is just, I love it, you know. This guitar is, I think it's very gorgeous guitar, and it feels just great to play, you know. There are two ways to play guitar. There's one way you can say, well, it feels great, and there's the other one where you say, fuck, I can't stop play that thing. Well, it's obviously second. So I think if you go for chasing, this guitar is very great. You know, Seymour Duncan's on there, Floyd Rose tremolo, 3 toggle switch, but I won't explain too much. I'm talking too much at all. Sorry for this. So if you're gonna have, well, wait a second. If you're gonna have any more questions about my tone, my sound, or you wanna have a review about anything around here, just tell me, man. I'm glad. I'm open to make it.